Very proud of our players today. We said we wanted a complete game, and they certainly did that. And we wanted to make sure that the other team never gained any momentum in the game and had to play 60 minutes in the game, and obviously did that. I think the defense played outstanding, but our ability to run the ball for 400 yards or whatever took a lot of time off the clock, kept them off the field, and I think our guys just did a really, really good job. So this is as proud of our team as I've been all year long in terms of playing a complete game against a very good team, and especially in a tough environment. And there's obviously things that we could do better, and there's things that we need to improve on. And this game is one game that, in a run of games that we have, that we need to take one game at a time, and whatever we can learn from this game, we need to carry it into the next game and try to continue to improve. So had a lot of guys do a really good job today, and I'm really proud of them. The fact that we scored 2 non-offensive touchdowns again today, one on special teams and one on defense, is really something special about this team. So hopefully we can keep them coming, and we just got to keep on working and taking these games one game at a time. But Tennessee's got a really good team. I thought this would be a really difficult game for us. I think our players really did a great job in this game.
Can you talk about the maturation process, the maturation of your quarterback?
I got on Jalen a couple times today, and the good thing about Jalen is he always takes it right, and I always ask him in the locker room, should I got on you? He said, yeah. So he agrees, but he made some good throws today. He missed some throws, he missed some reads. We turned the ball over twice in the first half. Once gave them a score. One took a score off the board for us right before the half. So, but he's getting better every week. Obviously, his ability to run is something that gives defenses a lot of problems. If we can continue to improve in the passing game because of the level of the skill guys that we have, I think that would be something that would make a big impact, on what we can do offensively.
What clicked in the running game overall for you?
I'm sorry?
What clicked in the running game? What was working out there for you?
What clicked in what?
The running game.
Well, we blocked them up front. The quarterback made some really good reads on the zone keep play. We ran the read sweep. It's a quarterback read play. So a lot of these plays were quarterback read plays. And he made a lot of good reads, and I think that's why we were able to run the ball effectively. I don't know how many yards he had rushing, but he pulled the ball a couple times and made some really big plays, and I think that creates a lot of problems for defensive teams.
How important was blocking from the wide receivers and the tight ends today?
I'm sorry.
Blocking from the wide receivers and tight ends, how important was it?
Well, I think that when you run on the ball on the perimeter as much as we do, I think it's critical that those guys do a great job of blocking, and on all of Jalen's long runs on the pool, we cracked somebody, made a very effective block, and the tight end coming around blocks the next guy. So did a great job on the edge doing that. And it says a lot about our Darius Stewart, Calvin Ridley, all the receivers that we have, that O.J. Howard, that could be worrying about how many passes they catch, that they're willing to do what's best for the team and do a great job of blocking on the perimeter.
Speak up when you ask.
Outside of a couple of runs early, it seemed like the defense really buckled down in the run games. What did you say to them after that first couple of series?
Well, we were just a little soft. They gave us a lot of formation variations, and I think once you get the guys fixed on what their gaps are and how they need to adjust to the formations, they play with a lot more confidence. And I think early on a couple formations kind of got us a little bit out of sync. And hey, they got good players. 6 and 1 are really good players. So when they make 5 yards, it's not like you played bad. They're pretty good.
Given your youth at quarterback and tailback, what has impressed you the most with what Lane Kiffin's done with this offense this year?
Well, Lane's done a really good job of bringing our guys along, sort of doing what they can do, adapting to the players that we have extremely well, which he has done. Each year we've been here, we've had a different type of guy playing the quarterback position, and we've been able to adapt. And I think systematically now we're a lot further along than where we were before. So we just got to keep on improving in the passing game, get Jalen comfortable, because when we play really good teams, some of these runs aren't going to be quite so easy, and the plays that are there to be made in the passing game we're going to need to make.
Was that the best defense you've played on third down this year? I know earlier you got 3 sacks in the first quarter, and then the pick 6 came after that.
Well, we haven't played great on third down as well as we thought we could this year, but we did a great job today, and I think that was a big point of emphasis for us going into this game is, when you play these no-huddle fastball teams, when you don't get off the field on third down, they have extended drives, players get tired, that's when they get rolling, that's when they create momentum. So it was a big point of emphasis for us to do a great job on third down. We kind of had the theory that, we sacked them twice, rushing 3 guys in the first quarter, that we were going to rush 5 guys and make the quarterback beat us in the pocket, or we're going to rush 3 guys so we had enough guys in coverage. So we did that quite a bit today, and it was pretty effective for us, and the guys did a really good job of covering. They hit us with a couple bunch passes there at the end that we didn't adjust to properly, but I tell you, they do a great job on offense, and this is a tough preparation, and I thought our guys did a really good job in the game today.
You made it a point of emphasis to get lighter in your front 7, but you still, no one seems to be able to run on you. Were you at all surprised that, as you're adjusting to these hurry-up teams, that you might not be as good against the run, but you guys have been just as good?
Well, it was our plan today to play what we call nickel rabbits, which means that, Tim Williams and Ryan Anderson play defensive end, where we usually play one of those guys and 3 big guys, only because of their perimeter runs and the speed on the perimeter and the quarterback's athletic ability. And it's the way we played Clemson in the second half last year. And I think it helps because it gives us more multiples of players to substitute, so we can actually play more guys, which saves our guys a little bit, and we can be a little more fresh. So that was the plan today, and it worked out well. And I was a little concerned if we would be able to stop the run, but I think, Tennessee had a couple offensive linemen out that probably, made it a little bit more difficult for them as well.
You talked about this stretch of games that you're on right now, and you get another ranked team coming off a bye week in your next game. How do you maintain execution and when it's really arguably the most difficult time of the season each week?
Well, we have a process of things that we do throughout the week in terms of the players can expect what we're going to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if we had a better way to do it, we'd already been doing it. So we just do what we do. The players believe in it, they trust in it, we believe in it, we trust in it, and everybody wants to do a good job. So we got to play these games one game at a time, and we got a lot of good teams to play, and certainly the team we play next week is going to be a very good team. And like I said before, this is one game in a run of games that we need to play really well in.
Do you think that the non-offensive touchdowns gets a little contagious, that they happen because they've been happening, that the guys expect them to happen and stuff?
Well, I think that confidence in players believing and having faith in what they're doing certainly contributes to their success. So when you have punt returns, I think guys that are blocking and holding up, and they think that, hey, if we do this right, we're going to have a chance to make an impact on the game here. I think it's the same thing with the defense. We emphasize stripping the ball out. We emphasize attacking the ball. We give somebody the belt every day in practice for who gets the most ball disruptions. So it's a point of emphasis, and I think that when players start to get them, they always feel like, I'm going to get me one.
Nick, last question. There was a moment in the second quarter when Eddie Jackson came off the field after receiving a fair catch for a punt. You had a conversation with him. What was that conversation about?
Well, we rushed the punt, and it was a line drive kick. He fair caught it, and I just had a very casual conversation with him, and he agreed that he didn't need to fair catch it, that just because we were blocking it, I think he decided that we were going after the kick that he was going to. But sometimes we made big returns off of blocks because it distorts the coverage, as the guys try to block. So just a little teaching moment there.
How much has he grown as a player this senior year that he decided to come
Well,
back?
Eddie played for us great last year, and he's played really well for us this year, and he's been a good leader for us, and he's got a tremendous amount of character. And we didn't play great on defense last week, and I think the competitive character showed today, and I think that was part of the reason that the guys really wanted to bounce back and play well.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.